If a drop in income has ever made you question your value, this episode is for you. Here's the surprising truth. When you stop letting your income define you, you can actually grow it faster. And I know that it might sound strange and counterintuitive, but stay with me. Because today we're going to talk about how your self-worth and your net worth are not the same thing, and why separating the two of them can bring back your confidence, your energy, and even open doors to more opportunities in your business or career. Welcome to Realizations with Clarissa, where productivity meets well-being. I'm Clarissa Dunan, and as a mother, wife, entrepreneur, and leader, I know how overwhelming it can be to build success while also staying healthy, fulfilled, and present for your loved ones. That's why I created this podcast, to share my realizations and one core truth: that well-being is the foundation of success, happiness, strong relationships, and impact. Here we'll talk about mindset, habits, and simple shifts that bring more energy, calmness, and joy into your life and work. Enjoy the show. Maybe you've felt this way before. Maybe you're ashamed of your income or worried you're falling behind because you're not earning as much as you hoped. Your confidence goes down when the numbers don't match your expectations. And then you hesitate to take action because self-belief is low. And then it becomes a cycle. Low confidence drains your energy, low energy leads to low results, and low results cause your income to drop even further. Does that sound familiar? And on top of that, there's the constant pressure to earn more and more just to feel good enough. That I'm good enough if I'm earning this certain level of income. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. I've been there myself. And many of the people I coach have been there too. And it's exhausting, not just financially, but also emotionally and mentally. And the biggest mistake I see, and I've made it too, is letting income dictate your self-worth. And it shows up in many different ways. It shows up as measuring success only in financial terms. Or you could be comparing your current earnings to the past or to someone else's earnings. Or maybe you're letting the lower income level shake your confidence, or even you're avoiding opportunities, you're not showing up because you feel ashamed or afraid. And without realizing it, you've just handed your income the power to decide how you feel about yourself. And the consequences are big and real. Over time, your income continues to decline, and so does your motivation. You feel stuck, maybe even hopeless. And the joy, your excitement that you once had in your work, it starts to disappear as well. And stress keeps piling up, and it spills into your relationships. And if that continues, it can lead to burnout. And it leaves you with no energy to move forward at all, both at work and in your personal life. And this often comes from thoughts like, if I'm not earning enough, I'm not good enough. Or if I'm not earning more, I'm falling behind. Look at them. They're all advancing. They're all earning a lot, but look at me. I'm falling behind. It's because I'm not good enough. Or people respect me because of my income. Do those thoughts sound familiar to you? And underneath those thoughts or beliefs is fear. It's fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of being insignificant. And the root cause is linking your identity and value as a human being to your financial results. And when you're in that space, you become what I call the defeated achiever or the approval chaser. Been there, done that. And it's like being on a roller coaster where your self-esteem rises and falls with every income report. And it's exhausting. And you cannot build something steady in life or in business or in your career when your foundation keeps shaking. And one of my coachees lived this cycle. When her income dropped, her self-esteem collapsed. And then she began questioning whether she was even good at what she did. And so with no motivation or energy to keep going in her business, she stopped showing up fully. And of course, her income fell even further. And it wasn't just her business that suffered. Her mental health and relationships suffered as well. But then, with the help of coaching, she had a breakthrough. She realized her worth was separate from her income. She said, "My income does not define me." She began to see her income as feedback on her current business situation and business activity, not a measure of who she was as a person. And once that fully sank in, everything changed. The shame went away and she regained her confidence and energy. And she started showing up every day with more focus, more positivity. And because she was no longer weighed down by the baggages she carried for years, she naturally attracted new clients and opportunities. And so today she's not only growing her business again, but more importantly, she's also happier and more at peace. It's really true that when you feel good about yourself and you carry positive energy, you can take consistent action. And it's that consistency that grows income. So, how about you? How do you break free? It begins with separating your identity from your income. Because who you are and what you're worth has nothing to do with the number in your bank account. Because your worth is intrinsic. You were born with it and you will die with it unchanged. It doesn't rise and fall with your income. Money is simply a resource. It's a tool to buy what you need, what you want, to support your dreams, to help other people, to make more impact. It's an asset, but never a measure of your value as a person. And here's the surprising part. Detaching your self-worth from your income does not make you lazy and unambitious. It actually makes you resilient and unstoppable because your confidence is no longer controlled by financial results. So work feels lighter. Action becomes more enjoyable because you're not obsessed with outcomes. So setbacks don't hit you as hard. You don't take them personally anymore. You become more patient, more resilient, and you start enjoying the day-to-day journey, not just waiting for the destination. And when you live this way, you're not just happier now, you're magnetic. You attract people and opportunities because your well-being, your confidence, and the calmness, the peace that's within you, they're far more compelling and attractive than stress and desperation. This is what I call manifesting from wholeness and joy. Think of it like a tree. Your self-worth is the roots and money is the branches and other results that you want to see in your life. If the roots are deep and healthy, that's you, who you are as a person, how you feel about yourself. The branches grow strong and wide. But if you only focus on the branches without nurturing the roots, the growth won't last. You might achieve success, but it would be very hard to sustain it if you don't have that resilience. So I want you to see yourself through a different lens. Your worth is constant no matter what you earn. Your income is simply a feedback on your current situation and activity, and it's not a definition of who you are. You are the same capable, resourceful person in slow months as you are in abundant months. And when you live from that truth, you create from joy instead of pressure. And you trust that a confident, peaceful mind attracts more income than a fearful one. You're more creative. And people would be naturally drawn to you. And you see money for what it is. It's a way to expand your ability to serve and enjoy life, and not something that decides your value. And I've experienced this shift in my own life. My peace grew when I stopped measuring myself by income, and I became more confident in my decisions. I became more balanced in how I live. And manifesting became easier because I was no longer trying to prove myself with every result. And the coachee that I mentioned earlier, she's proof that this works. She went from feeling defeated to taking consistent action, from low energy to daily momentum, from hiding in shame to showing up with joy. And I want you to experience that as well. I want you to try this so you can start applying what you learned from this episode. Number 1, write down 5 qualities that make you valuable beyond money. And number 2, commit to one business or career action every day and celebrate it, no matter the immediate financial result. And if you're ready to grow your career or business from wholeness and joy, not from fear of your income or sense of lack, I invite you to book your free coaching consultation with me. Let's work together to build your confidence, peace, and sustainable success that starts from within. If you enjoy the episode, share it with someone who might need it. And subscribe or leave a review. It will really help spread the message. Until next time, remember, your well-being comes first.